These are the 7 best-selling Harley Davidson motorcycles that dealerships across America can't keep in stock. From classic cruisers to modern touring machines, these bikes sell out the moment they arrive. Let's dive in. Number 7. Harley Davidson Nightster Special. This bike has quickly become one of the fastest-selling motorcycles in the entire Harley Davidson lineup. And for good reason. It captures the spirit of the classic Sportster while launching it headfirst into the modern era. With its raw, stripped-down urban style and advanced engineering, it speaks directly to a new generation of riders who want performance without losing that unmistakable American muscle. What makes the Nightster Special stand out right away is its liquid-cooled Revolution Max 975T engine. This is not the traditional air-cooled V-twin that most Harleys are known for. This is a high-revving, high-performance power plant that delivers precise throttle response and fast torque delivery at lower RPMs. With a displacement of 1,149 cubic centimeters, this engine cranks out 90 horsepower and 70 pound-feet of torque. It is tuned to offer explosive acceleration, especially from a standstill, and it keeps its power throughout the rev range. This bike weighs just 481 pounds, which is incredibly light by Harley Davidson standards. That means you are getting a strong power-to-weight ratio, which translates to thrilling urban performance and fast cornering ability. This is a bike you can throw around the streets with confidence, and the low seat height of 27.8 inches makes it even more accessible for a wide range of riders. Beyond the performance, the Nightster Special packs in plenty of features that you would not expect on a traditional Sportster. You get selectable ride modes including road, rain, and sport settings. These modes adjust the throttle response, engine braking, and traction control systems in real time, giving you more flexibility no matter the road or weather conditions. The bike also includes standard anti-lock braking, drag torque slip control, and an advanced digital display that provides a full range of information including gear indicator, trip meters, fuel range, and digital tachometer. Styling-wise, the Nightster Special hits the perfect balance between classic Harley cues and modern design. The peanut-style fuel tank, blacked-out engine finishes, and low-slung profile give it an unmistakable Harley silhouette. At the same time, the cast aluminum wheels, LED lighting, and modern electronics show that this bike is aimed squarely at today's performance-minded rider. It is a bike that respects the past without being stuck in it. Most dealers are seeing these bikes sold before they even hit the showroom. Buyers are placing deposits well in advance, and many are willing to travel out of state just to get one. For younger riders and performance-focused enthusiasts, this bike checks every box, and Harley Davidson knows it. That is why even lightly used models are commanding nearly the same price as new, and in some cases even more. To keep up with the demand, some dealerships have started offering early reservation discounts or package upgrades just to keep buyers interested while waiting. It is rare to see this kind of buzz around a new Sportster-style bike, but the Nightster Special delivers on its promise: performance, technology, and style wrapped into a modern American machine. And when you add in the horsepower, torque, and features it brings to the table, it is no wonder this is one of the hardest Harleys to find right now. Before we jump into the next bike, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Number 6. Harley Davidson Electra Glide Highway King. This is not just a motorcycle, it is a rolling piece of Harley Davidson history brought back to life with modern engineering and unmistakable retro flair. The Electra Glide Highway King is the kind of bike that grabs attention not through flash or gimmicks, but through sheer class and heritage. Drenched in nostalgic styling and packed with modern performance, this bike blends the golden age of touring with the power of today's V-twin muscle. What makes the Highway King so special is how closely it echoes the spirit of the 1960s. It comes dressed in two-tone paint schemes, with matching hard-shell saddlebags and period-correct tank badges. The solo saddle has a classic fringe design and sits behind a removable windshield that completes the throwback look. Classic white wall tires and chrome wire spoke wheels make it feel like a vintage postcard. Only this one thunders down the highway with a whole lot more horsepower and modern-day road presence. At the core of the Electra Glide Highway King is the Milwaukee 8-114V twin engine. This powerhouse generates a strong 94 horsepower, 123 pound-feet of torque, and has a displacement of 1,868 cubic centimeters. That kind of performance gives the bike both the strength to cruise effortlessly on the open road and the torque to make passing feel effortless. It is everything you would expect from a full-size Harley Davidson touring machine. And then some, with performance that easily keeps up with today's demanding riders. But this bike is more than just numbers. It is about the feel, the low rumble of the exhaust, the upright riding position, and the wind pushing against that detachable windshield. It brings back the romance of cross-country road trips, where every gas station and rest stop is part of the experience. And while it may look like a vintage collector's item, this bike comes fully loaded with Harley Davidson's modern touring frame, electronic cruise control, high-performance suspension, full LED lighting, and contemporary rider aids that make every ride as smooth as it is nostalgic. Dealerships across the country cannot keep this bike in stock. The Electra Glide Highway King is part of Harley Davidson's Icons collection, which means it is only made in extremely limited numbers. Every single one is individually numbered, and when they are gone for good. That rarity is fueling even more demand, especially from older riders who remember the original models and want to relive that experience, but with 21st century comfort and reliability. Whether you are a longtime Harley enthusiast or a newcomer with a taste for timeless American touring, the Electra Glide Highway King offers something few motorcycles can: true heritage with the horsepower to back it up. And if you can even find one at your local dealership, you better move fast. This is the kind of bike that sells out before the dust even settles on the showroom floor. Now let us move on to the next bike, one that was born to dominate the streets with drag strip style and torque-heavy muscle. Number 5. Harley Davidson Fat Boy. Known for its unmistakable style, bold presence, and raw performance, the Fat Boy is an iconic muscle cruiser that refuses to blend in. With solid disc wheels, wide tires, and a low-slung stance, this is the kind of motorcycle that commands attention before the engine even starts. From the chrome accents to the muscular frame, everything about this bike screams strength and timeless appeal. What makes the Fat Boy so wildly popular is not just its looks, it is the brute force under the tank. At the core of this beast is the Milwaukee 8-114V twin engine. It delivers 94 horsepower, 119 pound-feet of torque, and is backed by a displacement of 1,868 cubic centimeters. This combination gives the Fat Boy serious power for straight-line cruising while keeping the ride smooth and composed. It has the torque to launch you from a red light and the stamina to cruise all day without breaking a sweat. Weighing in at 750 pounds, the Fat Boy offers a heavy, planted feel that older riders often prefer. But do not let that weight fool you. It is surprisingly agile when it is time to roll on the throttle or lean into a curve. The solid disc Nightster wheels not only contribute to its distinctive appearance, but also improve stability, especially at higher speeds. Throw in the fat 49mm front forks and monoshock rear suspension, and you have a cruiser that rides just as good as it looks. But beyond the specs and the styling, the Fat Boy taps into something deeper for longtime Harley fans. It carries on a legacy that began decades ago, preserving the essence of American steel and rebellion while still offering modern technology. The combination of wide handlebars, forward foot controls, and a low seat height means this bike fits like a glove for riders who know exactly what they want: muscle, attitude, and unmistakable heritage. This bike is more than just a favorite. It is a top seller that disappears from dealership floors as fast as it arrives. In fact, many Harley Davidson dealerships across the United States are reporting that every new shipment is sold before the crates are even unpacked. Riders are calling ahead, placing deposits, and getting on wait lists that stretch out for weeks, sometimes months. Some buyers are even willing to travel across state lines just to find one that is not already spoken for. And it is not just the retail crowd either. Even used Fat Boys are getting snatched up fast. Some used models are selling for nearly the same price as brand new ones, simply because the demand is so high and the supply so tight. Dealers are trying to meet this surge by offering pre-order incentives, or in some cases minor discounts, just to keep the orders flowing smoothly and manage the backlog. With its unapologetic design, heavy-duty performance, and undeniable legacy, the Fat Boy 114 remains one of the most in-demand motorcycles Harley Davidson builds today. For older American riders who want the real deal, something that looks, sounds, and rides like a true Harley should, this one checks every box. And that is exactly why it has become one of the hardest bikes to find sitting still at any dealership in the country. Number 4. Harley Davidson Street Glide Special. This is the motorcycle that defines what American touring is all about. The Street Glide Special is the go-to bike for riders who want that perfect balance of long-distance comfort and unmistakable Harley Davidson attitude. With its iconic batwing fairing, slam stance, and blacked-out finishes, this motorcycle makes its presence known whether it's parked or rolling down the highway. At the heart of the Street Glide Special is the Milwaukee 114V twin engine. This powerhouse delivers 94 horsepower and 123 pound-feet of torque. It comes with a displacement of 1,868 cubic centimeters, making it one of the strongest performing engines in Harley-Davidson's current touring lineup. All that torque means the Street Glide Special pulls hard off the line yet cruises effortlessly at highway speeds. Tipping the scales at 826 pounds, this bike is built for serious mileage. But thanks to a low center of gravity and premium suspension, it feels surprisingly nimble for its size. Whether you're carving through back roads or covering hundreds of miles on the interstate, the Street Glide Special delivers a ride that's smooth, planted, and unmistakably Harley. Where this bike really separates itself is in its premium features. The Street Glide Special is outfitted with electronic cruise control, responsive reflex-linked Brembo brakes, and a high-performance suspension system that soaks up rough pavement with ease. But one of the biggest highlights is the Boombox GTS infotainment system, which includes a color touchscreen display, voice activation, built-in navigation, and full audio controls. It's a tech-forward setup made for modern touring without losing that classic Harley character. Comfort was clearly a priority when designing this motorcycle. The seat is plush and wide enough for long hauls, while the ergonomic handlebars keep riders in a relaxed position for hours. Add in saddlebags with ample storage, Daymaker LED headlamp for increased visibility, and premium finish options, and you've got a complete package that stands out from anything else on the road. Riders are putting down deposits before the bike even arrives. As soon as a truck pulls up with new inventory, buyers are already lined up, ready to claim theirs. In many cases, the demand has gotten so high that used models are being sold for more than the manufacturer's suggested retail price of brand new ones. Some dealers have even created wait lists or added fees just to hold your spot in line. While some touring bikes sit on showroom floors for weeks, this one is gone within days, sometimes hours. If you see one available, don't wait around because it likely will not be there tomorrow. The Street Glide Special is not just a bestseller, it is a phenomenon. Riders love it for its blend of raw power, comfort, and unmistakable style. It is the kind of motorcycle that turns heads at gas stations and wins nods from every Harley fan that passes by. It is more than just a bike, it's an icon in motion. Now, if you think this one's impressive, the next bike on this list brings an entirely different kind of attitude, with boulevard-dominating styling and even more torque under the tank. Number 3. Harley Davidson Road Glide Special. With its instantly recognizable shark nose fairing and long, low profile, this machine was built for riders who want to dominate the open highway with style, comfort, and unshakable presence. It is the kind of bike that turns heads in every town it rides through, and it is no wonder why dealerships across America cannot keep it in stock. At the heart of the Road Glide Special sites the Milwaukee 114V twin engine. This power plant is legendary for its smooth, responsive feel and commanding performance. It produces 94 horsepower and an impressive 123 pound-feet of torque, powered by an engine displacement of 1,868 cubic centimeters. That kind of raw muscle gives the Road Glide special enough pull to tackle long-distance rides with ease, while still giving riders that unmistakable Harley rumble at every stoplight. The bike weighs in at 820 pounds, but you would never know it when you are riding. The chassis is finely balanced, the suspension is tuned for touring comfort, and the handling is more agile than most riders expect from a bike of this size. It is engineered to cruise for hours without wearing you out, whether you are crossing state lines or carving through backroad curves. Beyond performance, the Road Glide Special brings a full suite of premium touring features that make it one of the most complete bikes Harley Davidson has ever built. The standard electronic cruise control is perfect for long stretches of open road. The Boombox GTS infotainment system with touchscreen display provides navigation, audio controls, and smartphone connectivity all in one clean interface. Riders also get a top-tier suspension system that soaks up bumps and keeps the ride smooth from start to finish. Styling is another major reason why the Road Glide Special sells out so fast. The blacked-out finishes, stretched saddlebags, slam stance, and aggressive front fairing all combine to give it a unique and unmistakable look. It is bold without being overdone and modern without abandoning its roots. Riders love how this bike blends tradition and innovation into one complete package that feels timeless and cutting edge all at once. Dealerships all across the country are reporting the same issue. As soon as a new Road Glide Special shows up, it is spoken for. Many of these bikes are sold before they are even uncrated. Riders are placing deposits months in advance, hoping to lock in their spot before inventory disappears. Some are even traveling across state lines to find one, and many are willing to pay well above retail just to avoid the wait. Part of the reason for this explosive demand is the fact that the Road Glide Special appeals to multiple types of Harley Davidson riders. Longtime Harley fans appreciate its touring comfort and dependable powertrain. Newer riders are drawn to its aggressive styling and tech features, and collectors see it as a future classic that will hold its value for years to come. The Road Glide Special is not just a motorcycle, it is a lifestyle on two wheels. And if you see one sitting in a showroom, you better act fast. Chances are it will not be there tomorrow. Number 2. Harley Davidson Breakout. This bike is Harley Davidson's most aggressive drag-style cruiser built for riders who want long, low muscle and untamed street presence. This machine does not just look fast, it is fast. From the moment you lay eyes on its stretched chassis and massive rear tire, you know this bike is all about commanding the road with unapologetic style and raw American power. At the core of the Breakout is the Milwaukee 8-117V twin engine. This powerhouse delivers 102 horsepower, 123 pound-feet of torque, and displaces 1,923 cubic centimeters. That's not just impressive on paper. It translates directly into massive straight-line performance and real-world riding thrills. Whether you are cruising the boulevard or opening it up on the highway, the Breakout never feels short on punch. The Breakout is built around a long, low frame that gives it an unmistakable silhouette. The raked front end and stretched profile are straight from the drag strip, but the riding experience is far from harsh. The suspension is finely tuned to soak up road imperfections, while the low-slung seat and forward foot controls give you the kind of laid-back riding position that keeps you comfortable for hours at a time. Aesthetically, the Breakout leans hard into its chrome-heavy, custom-inspired design. You get a massive rear tire, wide handlebars, and signature LED lighting that gives the bike a modern look while still staying true to Harley's classic roots. It is the kind of motorcycle that makes a statement at every stoplight, and you can guarantee heads will turn when you twist the throttle. But it is not just about looks. The Breakout is loaded with features that enhance both performance and convenience. The digital gauge is sleek and minimal, mounted right on the handlebars to keep your line of sight cleaned. You also get standard anti-lock brakes, electronic throttle control, and an assist and slip clutch to help manage all that torque during heavy downshifts or sudden stops. Weighing in at 679 pounds, the Breakout is lighter than most Harley Davidson touring bikes, which only amplifies its power-to-weight ratio. It feels agile and responsive in motion, and yet it still maintains the heavy planted feel that Harley riders love. The chassis and engine work in harmony to deliver a ride that is both refined and brutally powerful. This combination of bold style, massive performance, and rider-focused design has made the Breakout one of the hottest bikes on the market. Harley Davidson dealerships across the country have reported that they cannot keep these in stock. Inventory arrives, and within days, sometimes hours, the bikes are gone. Many customers are putting down deposits long before the trucks even show up. It is no mystery why the Breakout has become such a hit. It has the muscle of a true American V-twin, the custom attitude of a show bike, and the everyday rideability of a street cruiser. That unique mix has struck a chord with urban riders, custom fans, and power junkies alike. And when something hits all those notes at once, it is no surprise it flies out of dealerships faster than they can restock. And last but not least, number 1, Harley Davidson CVO Road Glide. This is the crown jewel of Harley Davidson's entire lineup, the one motorcycle dealerships across the country simply cannot keep in stock, no matter how many they order. The Road Glide CVO is the ultimate blend of touring comfort, premium craftsmanship, and raw American power. From the moment it rolls out of the crate, it is already spoken for. In most cases, riders are placing deposits months in advance, and even used models are selling at prices above new ones. This machine is not just a motorcycle, it is a statement of prestige and dominance on the open road. At the core of the Road Glide CVO is the Milwaukee 8121V twin engine. This is the most powerful engine Harley Davidson has ever installed in a production model, and it delivers the staggering 115 horsepower. Torque output is even more impressive, coming in at 139 pound-feet of raw pulling force. All of that muscle is backed by an engine displacement of 1,975 cubic centimeters, giving the bike relentless acceleration and highway cruising capability. Whether you are passing traffic or pushing through mountain passes, this engine never hesitates. The Road Glide CVO weighs in at 864 pounds, and yet it handles with surprising grace, thanks to a finely tuned suspension and low center of gravity. The ride is smooth, confident, and built for long days in the saddle. It is not just about speed, it is about control, stability, and making every mile count. You can ride this bike from coast to coast and feel like royalty the entire way. But the appeal of the Road Glide CVO goes far beyond the engine. This motorcycle is loaded with top-tier features that set it apart from every other model in the Harley Davidson family. You get the full boombox infotainment system, complete with a large touchscreen navigation and integrated audio controls. The sound system is a 6-speaker premium setup that makes every ride feel like a rock concert on wheels. Heated grips come standard, ensuring comfort even in the coldest riding conditions. Add in custom paint finishes and limited edition badging, and it becomes clear why this model is in such high demand. The fit and finish are nothing short of spectacular. From the hand-stitched seat to the high-grade chrome detailing, every inch of this machine is built to impress. Riders who purchase the Road Glide CVO are not just buying a motorcycle, they are investing in a rolling piece of American craftsmanship. Every detail has been refined to perfection, and it shows in both the performance and presentation. Dealers across the country are constantly overwhelmed by demand for the Road Glide CVO. In fact, many locations report that they never even get a chance to place the bike on the showroom floor. As soon as inventory arrives, it is loaded onto a trailer and delivered to a waiting customer. With so many riders chasing so few bikes, some are offering to pay thousands above the retail price just to skip the line. This has driven demand even higher, creating a supply shortage that dealerships are struggling to manage. And there you have it, the 15 best-selling Harley Davidson motorcycles that fly off dealership floors faster than they can restock. Let us know in the comments which one is your favorite, or if you've tried to buy one yourself. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos.